Animals and humans, you say that we are different from each other, simply because you are human and I am animal. But the truth is, we are more alike than you think. Death surrounds all of us. Sometimes it happens peacefully. Other times we are at the wrong place at the wrong time. And last, it could be that we are at war. When we are at war, there is one common denominator: those who survive and those who get left behind. I am a survivor because I survived a dolphin slaughter. And though I survived to tell this tale, I'm sad to recall it. But it needs to be told, and you need to listen because maybe it will draw you to help me. Just like you, I had family and friends. We traveled together. We remained by each other's side because it made it easier for us to hunt. When it came to eating, and also because of our pod, we were viewed as a threat for the other predators out there. But unfortunately, the biggest predator, the most dangerous creatures, are your kind. We work as a team, so it's no surprise that on that day my pod got a school of fish surrounded and balled up. Just like always, we plowed through the middle and fed like kings. We were fed, we were together, and we were happy. But it didn't last long. They were there before we had a chance to anticipate what happened next. I had seen boats before, but there was something different about these as we caught sight of them moving into position. For a second we thought they were there to admire us. I even told my parents I wanted to do some jumps to impress them. But then we watched them lower a steel pipe into the water. The men that were aboard the boats struck the pipe with mallets. The sound alone was enough to disrupt our sonar, which threw off our navigation. Even though we knew something wasn't right, it still caused us to head towards the bay, which led us to a sheltered cove. I was young. I wasn't sure what was going on. I just followed everyone. Suddenly, we found ourselves not having the option to move forward, because there were nets that prevented us from our escape. For hours we tried to escape. It left us quite agitated. We thought it was over. We thought they were gone. But we were wrong. Because the next day, they came back. The next part is something I wish I didn't remember, but I know it's something I'll never forget. One at a time, each of my family members started to cry out. Commotion broke out, and we got frantic as we realized they were killing our family. I watched in horror as the throats of my loved ones were cut. I stayed close by my family, thinking that if I remained at their side, no harm would come, that we would be okay. But then I watched as my sister was seized up and taken away, one loved one taken after the other, until the only family member left was me. My sister, my father, and my mother, now dead. The beautiful deep blue now gone, replaced with a crimson color, taking over the sea. Those who hadn't been taken away were slaughtered by the fishermen. My family's blood surrounded me, and it blinded me. Though the bloodshed may be over, the war still is not, because this will happen again. I wondered why I hadn't been taken. An elder shared with me that I was too young, and my body wouldn't have produced enough meat, making me worthless in their eyes. They are wrong. I am worth something. We all are worth something, and we all deserve the chance to be free. Maybe I don't have the option of walking on land, or you can't understand me when I speak to you, but we each feel pain, and we each suffer. Inhuman contains the word human in it, but the definition explains how it means. It's without compassion for misery and suffering. You've heard my tale. I might not be human, but what these hunters did lacked compassion. They delivered misery and suffering towards my family and I, and they will continue to do that if you don't speak up. We have, but they haven't hurt us. You have the right to walk free. We should have the right to swim free.